What if I told you that the greatest leaders in history weren't the loudest in the room, weren't the ones barking orders or standing in the spotlight, but instead were the ones quietly serving others? The greatest leaders in history didn't rise by stepping on people, they rose by lifting people up. The field of leadership is crowded, but the path to greatness, that belongs to those willing to serve. Serving others is the mark of a true leader. My friend first heard the term servant leader from a seasoned, non commissioned officer during a military tour in Europe. He was the kind of leader people respected, not because he demanded it, because he earned it. He was asked, "What's the best way to lead soldiers and achieve success?" His answer came without hesitation: be a servant leader and give people another chance when they make mistakes. That answer stayed with my friend, so much so that he remembers the encounter like it happened yesterday. But just what is a servant leader? A servant leader is someone who shows up every single day, not asking, "How can people serve me?" but instead asking, "How can I serve my people?" They put others' needs ahead of their own. They listen, they lift, and they build. But here's the truth: serving others doesn't mean sacrificing yourself into burnout. It's about balance. As the samurai of ancient Japan believed, save 50% for yourself and give 50% for your team. Why? Because you can't pour from an empty cup. How do we do this? Well, first, you owe it to your team to show up with your best, your A game. That means taking care of yourself, getting enough rest, feeding your body well, staying sharp, staying grounded, and keeping a positive mindset. But it also means turning around and making sure your people have what they need too. If someone's struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, you step in to help. You offer a hand. You offer your time. You offer your resources. That's what true leaders do. Moreover, great leaders don't just serve people, they also serve the mission. They show up every day asking one simple question: how can I add value? Not, do I look good today? Not, how do I climb the ladder today? Instead, how can I make this place better than I found it? As John F. Kennedy famously said, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. This is the type of mindset that is at the heart of servant leadership. Build people up, train them, trust them, honor them, respect them, treat them with dignity. You don't need the spotlight. You don't need applause. Let the results speak for you. Let's get one thing straight. Your job as a leader is not to be liked, it's to be respected. People may not always agree with you. They might even get frustrated with your decisions. But if they respect you, if they trust that you have their back, they'll go to the ends of the earth for you. Remember, respect is earned, and you earn it by standing by your word, by treating others fairly, by correcting in private and praising in public, by never bringing up someone's past mistake after it's been resolved. Zig Ziglar once said, "Yesterday ended last night. Forgive, move forward, and never stop building." The best leaders I've known were the ones people could count on, day in and day out. They were dependable, they were the rocks, and they were the anchors in the organization. They were the ones who didn't flinch when pressure came because their leadership was built on integrity and service. People love to work for servant leaders. They feel safe, they feel seen, and because of that, they rise and lift the team up with them. You can be that kind of leader. However, servant leadership requires one thing above all else: taking care of your people. It's not just the deadlines, it's not just numbers. Take care of their health, their mental well being, and their families. Do that, and everything else will follow. There was a time I was thrown into a leadership role that overwhelmed me. I was stretched thin, drowning in responsibilities and struggling to find my footing. I told my mother, "Leadership is tough." She looked me straight in the eye and said, "Yes, that's why there are so few good leaders and even fewer great ones." That hit me hard because I knew she was right. The world is starving for real leaders, leaders who lead with heart, leaders who serve without expecting applause, leaders who build instead of boast. Sun Tzu may have said it best: regard your soldiers as your children, and they will follow you into the deepest valleys. Look on them as your own beloved sons, and they will stand by you even unto death. That is the legacy of a servant leader. So I ask you today, are you willing to serve before being served? Are you ready to build people instead of your ego? Are you committed to lifting others even when no one else is watching? Because if you are, then congratulations. You've already started your journey to becoming a true leader. The world doesn't need more bosses, it needs more servants who lead. So go out there, take care of your people, lead with humility, earn respect, add value. If this message struck home, be sure to hit that like button and share it with your team members. Subscribe for more uplifting and inspirational content to keep you focused on what really matters. And never forget, leadership isn't about being in charge, it's about taking care of those in your charge. Now go be that leader.